So here are some of the best mods that you can use right now in Peak to make the game even more incredible than before, such as new challenges for you and your team to tackle, a class-based system that forces cooperation, and even multiplayer enhancements that appears even during single-player runs. Let's get to it. First off, this is one of the coolest mod out there for Peak right now, and it is called the Everest mod. This mod allows you to actually see where other players died before, and how it works is that anyone that installed this mod will have their death location uploaded to a central external server, which will be downloaded onto everyone else's game that has this mod as well. It refreshes constantly after every match, and you can check out when the latest death occurs based on the timer above. The tombstone at the beach will also show how many adventurers had met their fate in your current climbing session. Overall, an amazing mod that adds in great vibes to your session, and I would definitely recommend this for everyone. This mod requires everyone in your server to install it for it to work properly. For the second mod, you can't ignore the Peak Unlimited mod, as it is probably one of the most popular mod out there right now. What this mod does is that it allows you to play with even more players in your lobby than the usual player cap. It is recommended to play with up to 20 players if you want to, as more than that may result in some form of instability. However, if you have a beefy computer, feel free to invite even more players. Marshmallows will also sync with the amount of players, so nobody will get left behind in starvation. Grab this one if you want to have a ton more fun, and only the host needs to install this mod for it to work. If you are looking for more challenges in Peak, then this third mod is called the More Ascents mod, and it does exactly what it says. Slight spoilers ahead for those who don't want to know what the Ascents are, but basically it has in 9 new Ascents to the game itself, and this will now give the game a total of 16 Ascents instead of the usual 7. These are extremely challenging the more you progress through, but I'm sure that there are people who loves a great challenge like this one. For those who want to know what this new Ascents does, Ascent 8 makes you drop all items including backpack upon receiving 4 damage. Ascent number 9 creates the chance of big luggages to have only 1 item inside. Ascent number 10 makes you more vulnerable to everything except for injuries, hunger and weight. Ascent 11 makes you drowsy after helping people up. Ascent number 12 removes revive statues. Ascent 13 aka Chaos 1 makes you die straight away if you go unconscious. Chaos 2 makes the campfire extremely hot. Chaos 3 makes the sun give you a heat stroke like in the volcano, and Chaos 4 turns Bing Bong evil if you don't give it much attention. You can also immediately unlock all of these ascents by holding L on your keyboard while at the terminal. If you want to play with this mod, it is best that everyone in your lobby install it as well for it to work properly. Now for those who are looking for a purely fun-made mod, then this is the JBL speaker mod, and it adds in a new item that plays a certain tune to accompany you in your climb. This speaker works extremely well as you can adjust the volume by scrolling your wheel, changing the tune by right-clicking, and it even continues to play music while it is on the ground. Super well made mod and really fun vibes if you bring this along with your close group of friends. This mod requires everyone in your lobby to install it for it to work properly. Up next, this is the Peak class mod, and it adds in a class-based system into the game so you and your team can further rely on cooperation. This mod adds in 8 character classes for you to choose from based on the hat that you picked. Here are the details of these classes. The Scoutmaster. Wearing the scout hat will allow you to run and climb using 25% less stamina. The downside is that you will get hungry 50% faster. Perfect for players who want to move quickly and don't mind chomping down on more food than others. The second class is the Medic. Wearing the Medic helmet will allow you to start the game with a medkit and cure or potion. You get to heal 10% of your own injury by pressing H up to 10 times, and it is the best class for healing capabilities. You will however get a permanent 12% curse effect which cannot be removed. The third class is the Tech Priest. Wearing the crab helmet starts you off with 2 chain launchers. Weight and hunger also doesn't affect you. While this seems godly, the downside of this class is that you are unable to gain bonus stamina or infinite stamina effects from consumables, as food is not its favorite thing. The fourth class is the Mushroom Mancer. Wearing the mushroom hat starts you off with the Shelf Fungus, Remedy Shroom, and Bounce Shroom. They are also immune to poison. However, when they run out of stamina, mushroom spawns beneath them, giving 2% curse every second time. The fifth class is the Great EP. Wearing the propeller hat will change you to this class, which has permanent energy drink effect. Super energetic, but you get random stamina refill with a 100% drowsy effect. It is unpredictable, and just like a kid, you have constant speed, but sleeping randomly may kill you one day. The sixth class is the Rogue. Wearing the ninja band will turn you into this class and gives you infinite jumps. Still requires stamina though. You start off with a rope spool and everything else you do costs 250% more stamina. Super acrobatic at the cost of increased stamina usage. The 7th class is the Eddy class, which can be applied by wearing the Barret hat. Weight affects you 50% lesser, but you will get hungry 50% quicker. A pretty simple and balanced class that focuses on carrying things. The final class is the Build hat. This class is not for the weak, and wearing this bandana will start you off with 35% curse effect. You also get heavier and hungrier twice as fast. Nothing good really comes from this class, as it is more of a flex if you manage to win with it. Overall, this is a super cool mod that gives you even more options to play with in Peak, especially if you play in a group. Make sure that everyone in your lobby though installs this mod for it to work properly. Now for those who struggle with the first person camera, then this is the stable third person mod, and so far this is the best third person mod out there. It allows you to play everything in a third person view, which is great for people who can get sick easily from motion sickness. Now everyone can enjoy the game without feeling left behind, but one thing to note is that first person is still highly recommended for maximum fun, as the game's system and fairness is built towards that, so only use this if you absolutely have to. Another thing to note is that picking up items may take quite some time getting used to, as you need to get used to the angle, but after that it's actually pretty easy. Now ever get tired of playing with the same map in a day? Well, this is a mod for those who always want something new, and it is the More Peak mod. This mod is a simple mod that forces a map refresh every time you end your climb, ensuring that every load into a new game will always be a new experience. Perfect for people who wants to keep playing something new within a day. Now if you're stuck in single player and want an asynchronous multiplayer experience, then this is the Peak Stranding mod, and it is a homage to one of the most unique multiplayer feature from the Death Stranding game series. After installing this mod, you will now be able to see some equipments and deployables that were placed by other climbers from their own game. This adds an incredible immersive feel in the game, as it gives off an experience of connection. The same will do for other players as well if you place your own items into your world. And very much like the Death Stranding game, you can add likes to the items to show your appreciation, while on the other hand, you can also delete them if you feel that they are in the way. Overall, a super cool mod to add into your game, especially if you want a hint of multiplayer while playing solo. Now how about some more laughs with your friends? Then this is the Battle Ragdoll mod, and after installing it, you can simply press X to ragdoll for whatever reason. Maybe you just want to do this to mess about with your friends, or just to create some hilarious moments. Either way, a fun mod to mess around with. Just be careful not to press it by accident while climbing. Now, do you have a team who is always busy? Then this is the multiplayer pause mod, and as it says, allows you to pause a multiplayer match if the need arises. This is great for those sessions when somebody has to make an urgent call or anything else on the side. A pretty simple but useful mod, and you can also use this mod alongside with the piggyback mod as well, that allows you to carry your friends even if they are not unconscious yet. And well, since now you know most of the amazing mods out there for Peak so far, installing them is actually extremely easy as well. Click on this video right here and I'll show you how right away.